Hey everyone, this is the Roger Rabbit Enthusiast, and I'm doing a commentary on Steamboat Willie. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing a commentary on this cartoon. Well, originally I was gonna upload this cartoon just by itself in its entirety because everyone's doing that and it's a public domain cartoon now, but recently I've been seeing a lot of YouTube channels get copyright claims on their Steamboat Willie videos, even though they shouldn't because it's public domain now, so anyone could do anything without Disney's permission. But yeah, I don't know if this is like Disney putting the copyright claims or if this is just YouTube's copyright ID system just not being updated yet. But whatever it is, that's why I'm doing this commentary, just so I have if I'm talking and have commentary, well then technically I am transforming it, so I should be good. So, yeah. So this is Steamboat Willie, released November 18th, 1928. This was actually it was the first Mickey Mouse cartoon distributed, but the third one to be made. Oh, listen to this parrot. So the parrot there just said, "Hope you don't feel hurt, big boy." I'm gonna be honest, for the longest time, I could not understand what that parrot said. I thought it was just gibberish. I thought it was just like random parrot squawking. I didn't know he was actually saying something. Oh yeah, here's Pete with that sliding tooth. Just it's weird to me. But here's Pete with the chewing tobacco, which as a kid I didn't know it was chewing tobacco. I just thought it was like some chocolate bar that Pete just liked to spit for some reason. And then here is the Podunk Landing, or Pobunk, sorry. And then here is what some people say is like the first appearance of Clarabelle Cow, which I don't buy personally. Like, at least with Pete, like when he made his first appearance in the Alice comedies, he was called Pete. I mean, he was bootleg Pete because he had like a bootleg, but yeah, it was still called Pete. This one isn't called anything. Well, it has a tag, but it says FOB, which I don't know what that means. If anyone does know what it means, just you can let me know in the comments. But yeah. Oh yeah, so what was I saying earlier? So yeah, even though this was the first ever Mickey Mouse cartoon distributed, it was not the first Mickey Mouse cartoon made. There were two cartoons made before this, which was Plain Crazy being the first one, and then Gallopin' Gaucho, which was also made. But the thing was, those two couldn't find a distributor, while this one did. And not many people talk about it, but like everyone's making a big deal about Steamboat Willie being public domain, which it is a big deal. But I mean, those two other Mickey Mouse cartoons are also in the public domain too. Like, you can use them whenever you want. Well, I mean, technically not everything. I mean, Plain Crazy is fully public domain, but Gallopin' Gaucho isn't. Because while the footage is public domain, the actual audio isn't. So as long as you just have Gallopin' Gaucho as a silent cartoon, then you're fine. Many people, you're listening here. This was the first cartoon with synchronized sound. Because apparently Walt was inspired by a 1927 Warner Bros. Film called The Jazz Singer, which, if I recall, was the first film to have like synchronized music and also lip syncing with like singing and speech together. So he was inspired by that to make this cartoon like with sound, because this wasn't gonna have sound. But I'm glad he did. Actually, this cartoon developed a term that is still used in the music industry or like film scoring. It's called Mickey Mousing. And what Mickey Mousing is it's when you have the music directly follow with what's going on screen. If you've ever watched a lot of Looney Tunes, for example, like and you listen to the instrumental scores by the amazing Carl Stalling than you would have heard Mickey Mousing before. Also, contrary to popular belief, Carl Stalling do the the music for this cartoon, or like the music. It was one of Disney's animators named Wilfred Jackson. And also, you'll see another very interesting thing here, which is Mickey Mouse doing animal abuse. Um, I mean, maybe back then it was seen as funny, but today it's just kind of, it just, especially by Mickey Mouse, it seems like very cruel. Like, because we all have such like we all have this image of like Mickey Mouse being like, childlike and being like, super kind and innocent. And so seeing this just feels really weird. Also, this scene, I bet a lot of you haven't seen this scene because this was because I'd never seen this scene, because this scene here with the pigs and the baby pigs, this was pulled from like later versions of Steamboat Willie. I guess it was too much. I mean, it certainly is, but yeah, it's just interesting that like we had censorship as early as 1928. Also, the song that's playing right now is or that Mickey Mouse is playing is "Turkey in the Straw," which to any of my Animaniacs fans out there would know that this is the tune that Wacko sings, "Wacko's America," where he sings all the 50 states and capitals. It's cute. And here's Pete again. He doesn't have a peg leg this time, because a lot of early versions of Pete had the peg leg. And also, I never knew that Pete was a cat. I thought it was just some random animal, because I know originally when he was in the Alice comedies, he was a bear, and then now they made him a cat. I don't know why, but as a kid, I always thought he was like a wolf or something. I did not know he was supposed to be a cat, although... Yeah, so there he just repeated what he said earlier. So there, the parrot said, "Help, man overboard." And there you go. That's Steamboat Willie. See you later.